Is it recording? Hold up. Okay, no, it's not. Hold up. Continue. Why isn't it recording? Hold up. Give me a second. Why is it not recording? Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay. I think it just glitched. Okay. Sorry, guys. Welcome, everyone. Today is May the 12th. I'm super excited here to have the project BearBull on CryptoFrog's Gems today. We did a project review for these guys a little bit earlier about, I believe it was yesterday. We posted them right at launch. Their soft cap was a 40 BNB. They've already passed it, I believe. I think they're at around 50, 55. I could be a little bit wrong, but right around there. And man, these guys are just absolutely killing it. Their utility is great. I really like it. We're going to get deep into that because I know a lot of people, they messaged me. They had some questions regarding, I guess, the bear aspect behind it. But we're going to get more into that, talk a little bit about more, what these guys have planned. And overall have a great time with the frogs, man. I've started doing the AMAs a lot more often now. I'm actually going to have a co-host who will help me. I see Fanta here. He's from Build a Block. Really great to see you here, buddy. And a lot of frogs I see. A lot of familiar names. All right, amazing. Okay, so we're going to get started. Barboza, talk a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get more into the project. Take it away, buddy.
For sure, man. So I've been a developer in the space for about 2 years now. I've been working as a freelance dev, mainly developing Solidity smart contracts. And within the last 3-4 months, I kind of decided that I've learned enough in the space and that I'm ready to take on my own project. And so that's what I decided to do. And here I am with BearBull, really trying to make a big change in the space. And I'm super excited to be here and present this project to you, man.
All right, amazing. So speaking of, I guess, the team behind it, is there anyone else that's helping you run BearBull?
Yeah, so the only other core team member that we have right now is Tony. And so Tony's a dev. I've worked with him 2 years back when I first got into the space. He was one of the first developers I ever worked with. Last project was spearheaded with him and one other member. And here we are, just me and Tony running this project.
All right, amazing. That's great to see. So you guys, worked together before on previous projects, and if possible, are you able to name those projects?
Yeah, for sure. So we did the only other project I had done besides Big Brother Bot, which was most recently, was a project named Unigains. I was hired by Tony as a freelance developer. I ended up kind of joining the core team. At first, I was just the dev, but I ended up joining the core team and helped push the project. We hit an all-time high of 1.5 million on Unigains. That was back in the bull run of 21. And then we went on to create our next project. We'd split off for a while. We developed Big Brother Bot together, and we decided to move on with BearBull, and we're here today.
Oh, I just realized that you guys were actually the devs of the Big Brother Bot, because when you mentioned that, I really clicked very fast to your username to just see the previous conversation. And now I do remember. You guys did quite well. You guys launched at around, it was not, I guess it was some hype to it. You guys had a lot of problems with some other callers, but man, you guys just kept pushing. I just remember you worked super hard on that. That's great. That's really great to see. I completely forgot that you're the same dev as Big Brother.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we launched, didn't go as planned for that project. I'm not going to lie,
Yeah.
but I worked hard. I kept pushing. I delivered on absolutely everything that I said I would deliver on. And project is still going. Or my ex-developer or ex-co-developer that was working on the project alongside Tony and I is still handling the project. He's working on things on the back end. And I decided to take a step in a different direction because, like I said, I want to make a change, so.
Fair. Yeah, dude, you guys did great, because honestly, when we put you guys up as a pre-launch call, a lot of people were DMing me. They're like, yo, the launch wasn't, pretty hyped up. But then I saw you and I was like, you're like, dude, I'm going to keep working. I'll get you, do me an update. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'll do the update. Why not? Let's run the update. And man, I posted you guys at a 6K market cap or something like that. And you guys ran up to 100K, I think 120K, something like
Mm,
that.
Above, we hit just under 200K actually at our peak.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah,
yeah.
congratulations. Because I remember you were telling me you guys had previous projects that were like great. I was like, you know what, let's do it. But man, that's great to see because I applaud that because a lot of developers they see a project, it might not do as well right at the beginning. I guess you guys just didn't have like I guess the hype behind it, which is totally fine. But you proved yourself with showing this and stuff like that, and it ended up doing well. So I think that's great because you had like a catalyst as opposed for the project. I'm actually more bullish now because I didn't even realize that you were the dev of Big Brother. That's really great to hear, man. So
Yeah,
I'm
man.
sure you're gonna work your ass off and make sure you deliver on all those utilities, guys. And I could vouch for that because this guy was living proof of that. All right,
I
sorry, I'm
appreciate that,
gonna
man. You're flattering me. Thank you.
all right, so let's get more into the project itself. I think it's sensible to talk a little bit about not just the main utility behind the project, but you guys have a BearBull Dex and swap first, and what are some plans with these, and what can people expect these to be live and fully functional?
Okay, so yeah, BearBull Dex. I mean, that is our main utility. That's our main project, and that's where we're going to be hosting all of the short trades. And you can expect the BearBull Dex to be live a bit after launch. We want to make sure that we have both the right amount of eyes watching it as well as just a very cohesive platform. Because I'm sure you know, first impressions are very important. So we're going to make sure that everything is done correctly, but that should be out about a week and a half, 2 weeks after the Pancake Swap launch is live.
Well, great. So yeah, sorry, I think I confused myself with the. I thought the Dex was just some regular Dex, and you guys have the lending and shorting protocol, but that's going to be listed on the BearBull Dex, correct?
Exactly. So the
Okay, cool.
lending and the shorting protocol are going to be the main parts of our DEX, but we will allow regular swapping as any other DEX does.
And this will be live, shortly after launch?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Great. All right. So I guess getting straight into it as we're talking about it, how does the lending and shorting protocols work? Because I got a lot of DMs pertaining to this. People were asking, with certain coins having a certain market cap and such like that, it could be easily to manipulate the market and, stuff like that.
For
That's why,
sure.
a lot of these projects that they get listed on CDXs when they're leveraged, they need to be like at a certain market cap because then the prices could be, easily influenced.
For sure. So, I mean, first thing with the leveraging is something that's going to have to come at a later date because positions of that size would obviously um, make the whole thing a bit more complicated. So we're starting out because our whole plan here is to revolutionize and to change the low cap space. And so when you're dealing with low caps, you have to be very, very careful with any addition that you would make to token trading. And so that's kind of what we did. And that was the bulk of development time was actually just making sure that our platform would work smoothly and effectively in the low cap market. But so we could touch on we'll touch on the bear and the bull protocols for sure. So I'm going to start just with a brief introduction for everyone. So if you don't know, as Frog said, bearable platform, it's going to be completely different from any decks you've ever seen before. Um, I'm sure, as you've seen before, stock markets, the blue chip cryptos, futures, etc., they all allow for short trading. And the beauty of short trading, really, and something that I realized more and more as I was developing the project, is that shorts actually bring balance to the market. And so it kind of ties back very well with our logo, with the yin and yang. It's part of the reason why we chose that logo is because shorts bring balance to the market. When it comes to buy power, sell power, there has to be some sort of equilibrium for charts to maintain a healthy standing. And so it's exactly what we're here to do. And so, like you said, we split up the DEX into two main protocols. So we have the Bear protocol and the Bull protocol. So the Bear protocol, that is what is going to allow users to short low cap tokens. The way it works is that there's going to be a token pool available for whichever token that they would like to short. Obviously, that token has to be listed on our platform. But for all tokens listed on our platform, there will be a pool of tokens. When you open a short position, you are lent a certain amount of tokens. your tokens, you will be credited as you lend the tokens, depending on the price fluctuation of the chart. You will be credited BNB as profit for your short position, or as a loss if you have your collateral. Your collateral will be eaten up as price increases. And whenever you decide to close the short, you deposit the tokens back into the lending pool, and you receive the profit slash remaining collateral, whatever the case is, depending on the outcome of the trade. And so, like I said, I mean, insane. We're going to be bringing shorts to the low cap tokens, but we wanted to make sure that we cover every corner of the market, right? So a lot of projects, as you know, they try to niche in and focus on pleasing one part of the market. Let's say the developers, or they want to please the bulls, or whatever the case is. We decided to make a platform that will please absolutely everybody in the market. And so that's where the Bull protocol comes in. And so the Bull protocol allows users who are bullish on whatever project is listed on our platform to lend their tokens into the shorting pool. And so when you lend your tokens, you set a time frame for how long you want to lend your tokens. It is locked, but the beauty of it is that you can lock your tokens for as short as 2 hours. So it really doesn't have to be a long-term lock. If you're not too certain about the price of the token, you could just set a short amount of time. And when you lock your tokens in the contract, you are basically allocated a percentage of the total fees collected on every short transaction, which will be paid to you on a daily basis as you collect your fees.
Okay, cool. Okay, that was a great explanation. So uh, you mentioned you guys are gonna have to implement the platform slightly after launch. That's cool that you guys have some sort of locking system as well. Um, and can we talk also a little bit about the fees? How do you guys profit from this? And does this benefit the holders and such like that? Let's say for example, part of the revenue you guys take from fees could use to buy back the chart. Or could be airdropped to people holding. Let's say you guys decide to do NFTs in the future, something like that. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. So the fees collected on every short transaction, it's going to be a 5% fee on the opening of the position. So when you open a short position, you have to deposit collateral. And that kind of also reminds me, the beauty of these short positions is that you don't actually have to put up the token value when opening the short. So if, let's say, I want to take out 1,000 tokens worth $1,000, I have a risk tolerance, I only want to lose a maximum of 25%, then all I have to do is deposit 25% of the total token value and open the short. And so 5% of that token value that has been deposited into the contract as collateral will be distributed as fees. Everyone who is lending tokens in the token pool will receive around half of those fees, and the other half will be rerouted straight back into our chart with buybacks and burns. Yo, Frog, I think you muted your microphone, brother.
My bad. Sorry, I didn't
You're
realize
good,
my
you're
mic
good.
was muted. Yeah, my bad. Okay, so that's great. You guys have some sort of thing that you buy back the tokens, burn it, decreases supply. Always great to see. Overall, I can't say um, based on the fact, but do you guys have like an estimated um, I guess thought of how many people do you think will be using the BearBull, lending and shorting protocols, as soon as it releases? Like, do you guys have a lot of hype marketing planned for that so that people are able to use your swap, right at launch?
For sure. So, I mean, there's like, as you know, I'm sure you and basically everyone else in here has thought to themselves, damn, like you watch Pepe crash or whatever token, you watch the price crash and you think to yourself, damn, it would have been nice if I could have taken a short trade out on that token. And so That's exactly why we developed this platform. It's exactly why we think we're going to have an amazing amount of user count right at launch, because we know that this is a very sought after feature. You know, it's part of every market, shorting the market. It's part of the stock market, as I said, futures, etc. And so I'm 100% certain that there will be zero lack in demand for our platform.
Okay, great. Man, I'm just looking at the your Telegram. People are buying in. Definitely super bullish. All right. Okay, so let's
Awesome.
get more into the tokenomics. So what do you guys have, including taxes, liquidity, supply distributions, anything else you guys want to mention regarding, tokenomics?
Tokenomics are relatively simple. It's a 5/5 tax system as soon as PCS goes live. And the tax is going to be rerouted for marketing, project development, and LP for the bulk majority. So we're going to be trying to strengthen our LP, which will already be strong after the launch, luckily, because we are doing a fair launch. So LP should be nice and strong. We're going to have our fees set up so that it could get even stronger and more stable, because we want to encourage, like we want to make a huge difference, and it's very difficult for investors to feel comfortable with their investment. Obviously, if there's a low LP ratio, prices fluctuating on a daily basis, an insane amount. And so that's kind of the bulk of where our fees are going.
Okay, great. So it's a 5/5. Is there any, team tokens and such like
No.
that?
So Team does not have any tokens. You could take a look at our pink sale page, and you can see the token distribution. So we have a certain amount of supply set aside for post-launch CX listing, as well as our own BearBull platform. But the team itself, we do not hold any tokens that were distributed amongst the token distribution for the fair launch.
I'm just going through. I just want to see all the tokens. So you guys, there's some invested unlock time. Okay, cool. All right. Uh, okay, so I guess briefly talked about taxes and such like that. One concern I have for the bearable platform would be potential imbalance between some people trying to short coins and some people trying to leverage or lend. How could this potentially affect the bearable ecosystem, and do you have mitigation plan in place for a situation that could happen similar to this,
It
for example?
Sorry, I'm not completely sure if I understand. Are you talking about how would this affect our token, or whichever token is listed on our platform?
Whatever token is listed on the platform.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, this is where a lot of my time went in developing. I had to make sure that the token shorting would not affect the price of a token in the long term or even the short term, and that there would be no problems arising. And so I could get very technical, obviously, since I did make the contract, but I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible. Um, we have a limit on how long you could have a short trade open, first of all. So if I were to open a short, or even if a group of people decided to open shorts at the long time, at the same time, there's only 1 hour that the short position can be open for. And so this is really to ensure that whichever project decides to list with us will not be affected in any negative way. And it's actually quite the opposite, because as you know, listing services, if you get listed on a platform, that brings exposure to the developer's project or whatever they're working on. And the Bull protocol actually balances this out very well, because the Bull protocol is incentivizing token holding. So for developers, they have, let's say if I'm a developer, I want to incentivize token holding. Maybe I'm going to pay for a staking DApp or a yield farm or whatever the case may be. Instead, we are going to basically create them a free DApp that allows their holders who are bullish on their project to lock in their tokens and hold and gain fees and make money from holding. And that's all coming from us rather than provided by the developer.
Okay, that's cool. It's similar to Build a Block, which is why I guess you work with the Build a Block team. But yeah, you guys, making the apps for people and stuff like that for projects, and also as well, what that does is it's kind of like free marketing in a sense. You're making the D app on your platform, allowing people to, the projects, that are, let's say, their community, stuff like that. That does talk about, that does build up community as well. So I guess, when we're on the topic about, talking about community building, overall, I'm pretty impressed by, your guys' utility and such like that. But in terms of, community building, what do you guys have instilled, short term, long term, to truly build that community up so that you guys are, pretty strong? Because a strong community is correlated to people and the amount of people that are using your decks. You know that. I'm sure
So
you know
yeah,
that.
100%, 100%. So the main thing for community with us is, rather than, let's say I'm in the chat and I say, guys, I'm doing amazing work, we're building community, whatever the case may be, the best way that I found to build community is through hard work. And so that's my main goal. And what I love to do with projects is I love keeping my community updated every step of the way of how I'm working. And I find that really is the best way to build community, because rather than hearing a bunch of blah blah coming out of my mouth, they see that I am just working hard, and that I'm here to make a change for them, and to benefit everybody who's supporting me since the beginning. 100%.
Okay. So clearly, you guys, are planning to, overall build a nice community and stuff like such like that, because PooCoin, DexU, DexScreener, and all this other stuff, they use, I guess, callers in a sense that, create, volume for them and such like that. So what could be really cool, if you guys, reach out to me, for example, or other callers that you really really like, and say, hey, to use, your swaps, I guess, rather than using PooCoin or using, DexU or whatever. That could be something worth a while as well, reaching out to.
100%. So luckily, with the last project that I was running, I was able
Yeah.
to cultivate a larger basket of resources, I guess you could say, or a larger network of connections. And so I'm going to be leveraging all of those connections that I've made and I've been able to make on my last project, into really pushing this to the next level. And obviously with community, I mean, we're going to be doing other smaller community building things, such as Twitter raids and shilling competitions, things of that nature. But like I said, the main majority is really just going to come from hard work, because I've seen it firsthand how it really develops the community.
Cool. Great. All right. So I guess, let me just look at some of the questions I have. Kind of went through them pretty good and pretty efficiently as well. Okay. I guess this is important as well. I went through your website, and I don't really see any roadmap. So do you guys, plan to release one, after launch?
So coincidentally, we actually just released the roadmap V1 last
Oh,
night.
okay.
It is subject to change, but you can see on our roadmap on our website now. There's a section. If you go to the top right corner, there's a drop down menu. You could click the roadmap or / roadmap in our chat and see our plans. They're all outlined there.
Okay, let me just do that right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Just
Go
want to
for it.
go through them. So you guys are currently about to finish phase 1 and then go into phase 2 once you guys officially launch. I'm assuming. Listen on CMC,
Yes,
Telegram. Okay,
exactly.
cool. And then, so you guys plan to, release the decks, and I'm assuming, would it be like 2-3 weeks after you guys launch, or would it be, a little bit sooner?
So the something that I noticed was a very common trait of my development process last project, was the fact that I always promised things a bit later and then they ended up getting delivered sooner. So for now, I'm going to go with around 2 to 3 weeks at a maximum, but I could say pretty confidently that it'll be done beforehand, because I mean, this is my top priority. This is all I work on every day. And I just cannot wait to bring this to the market. I really like, I get antsy when I'm developing this project. I'm like, damn, like I just want this to be out already, because I know it's going to make a huge difference, and I'm super excited. And I've been doing my market research, of course. I'm looking at PCS, for example. I mean, their token, they have about $300 million of trading volume on a daily basis. And for us to be creating a swap similar to theirs, which brings far more functionality. I think that even if we manage to overtake a small percentage of that pie of volume, the amount of fees that we'll be collecting and the amount of revenue that we'll be generating will treat our chart very, very nicely and make it, I mean, almost basically self-sustainable.
Okay, cool. Great. So I guess my last question, I guess before we get into KYC and stuff like that, why did you guys, decide to launch on BSC and not ETH?
So I mean, BSC is just my home territory. The BSC is where I've developed the majority of all of my dApps, all of my projects. However, we will be expanding the BearBull platform to the Ethereum network. So we're going to be starting with BSC. It's a bit simpler for me to design because gas fees are lower. And so when you're executing a high volume of trades, or when you're dealing with a high volume of trades, gas fees obviously make a huge difference. And it's been a lot less complex to be able to develop on the BSC platform. And so we thought it would be fitting that since the platform will be released on BSC, to make everything cohesive, we're going to be releasing the token on the BSC network as well. But yeah, like I said, the platform will be expanding to other blockchains as well. It's also detailed in the roadmap as well. So for anyone who misses the AMA, they can check out the roadmap, and they will see that we plan to launch it on other blockchains.
That's exciting to hear that you guys are, going to be expanding onto different chains and such like that. I'm excited to see, as well how you guys, plan to, I guess, go past the issue with the gas and such like that, because, I was thinking of that when making the questions with Mike. How you guys, if you guys plan to go on Ethereum, for example, the fees could be expensive, locking in tokens and then pulling out tokens, pulling out rewards and such like that. So
I mean,
I totally.
so the beauty is that I'm working, or I'm developing this project um, mainly using the PancakeSwap router, obviously, because you are executing token trades and things like that. And so with the PancakeSwap router, there's a lot of, if there are any developers in here, I'm sure they know, there's a lot of helpful functions that I can use to my advantage to see exactly how many tokens are going to be worth exactly how much. And using that information, I'm able to factor in gas quite easily and make it work. And so the gas obviously is not limited to our platform alone. So people who would be using the platform on ETH, I have no control over Ethereum's gas fees. Hopefully they'll be going down in the near future, but we're going to be pushing forwards with the development onto Ethereum regardless, and deliver no matter what. So depending on gas fees, maybe more people will be using it on Ethereum. If gas fees manage to go down, but we're still going to release it, and it's still going to work the same exact way.
Okay, great. So I guess, the last question I want to get into is, have you guys, I noticed you guys are only audited, um, not KYC'd, do you guys plan in the future, to get KYC'd or?
So I actually am KYC'd. Me and Tony both core team members of this project have KYC'd with Build a Block. You shouted out Fana earlier. Shout out to Fana. He's been very helpful. Him and Rico have been amazing with the KYC process. And we had already gotten our KYC from them since we had been developing certain things with them on our last project. They offered a KYC for our community. And the KYC process on Pink Sale I wasn't the biggest fan of it, and so we decided to stay with the Build a Block KYC because we know that they're a relatively established project, a relatively established company, and we thought it would be fitting for sure.
Okay, fair. Fanta's great. He's a great guy. He's always working hard. Shout out Fanta from Build a Block. Okay. So I guess before we get into our cahoots and such like that, I guess it's a question more directed towards you. To kind of summarize everything, why would you consider, Bear Bull to be a good project to be a part of, especially looking at from, a long-term perspective?
For sure, yeah. So it all ties back to what I said earlier. We are bringing balance to the market. It doesn't get simpler than that, and it's a bit of a complicated idea. Even when I was first developing it, I found it's a bit complicated to wrap your head around, but the truth of the matter is that we really are bringing this balance to the market, and we're creating a full new set of investment opportunities for everyone in this space. I mean, the amount of volume that the low cap network receives, or the low cap ecosystem receives on a daily basis, is absolutely nuts. And so for us to be the first people to bring shorting, which is a full new avenue of investing, to the low cap community is just going to be game changing. It's going to be revolutionary, and it will all of the fees that we collect, all of the revenue that we're able to generate from the platform will cause this token to really be a long-term holder, because like I said, we're making a huge difference. This isn't a meme token. This isn't a small utility. This is a huge utility. And we really plan on pushing this far. And we're super, super excited to start on this journey right now.
Okay, great to hear. All right, I think maybe if let me text Alan if. Oh, okay. I think I need to text Alan. He always helps me with the Kahoots. We already fit. Do you know what Kahoot is, by the way?
Yeah. I'm aware.
Okay, great. So we prepared you guys a Kahoot. Alan's gonna join right now.
The Kahoots, they take me back in the day.
Yeah,
when we
to like
used to do
high school.
Kahoots.
You
That's
know,
hilarious.
this is where we got the idea from, because we're like, okay, you know what? Some people drink, like some developers, you know, they have a kind of a monotone voice. Okay, Mike, could you do it? Because I think Alan's busy with DGen Duck Race. Mike could do it.
George, give me a minute to set things up.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. All right, cool. Yeah. So, anyways, I was saying, you know, a lot of these, you know, the developers, you know, they have a monotone voice, and sometimes, man, when I was back in the day, before I had the face mask and everything, not gonna lie, like some of the devs, I'd be like, like almost want to sleep. And
I hope I wasn't too monotone.
No, definitely not. You were great. Don't worry
Amazing.
about that.
I appreciate that, man. And
But
I think
yeah, like
it's a smart idea with the Kahoots for sure. Your community, man, like I gotta say, is absolutely amazing. Like I've been seeing you guys crushing it. And that's why I was so excited for this AMA. You guys are killing it, and you run it
thanks,
very
man.
well, man. You know exactly how to engage your community and how to treat them all like equal individuals, all equal investors. And so I really appreciate to see that, man, as someone who has their own community.
For sure. And you know, obviously, you know, I was thinking, okay, you know what? If I was bordering some of these AMAs, let's say, imagine how my community would feel. You know, so I was like, you know what? How could we make it interactive? How could we make sure, you know, they're paying attention and such like that? Obviously, you could do an incentive with, like, let's say for a community question or starting a question, stuff like that. But the question is, sometimes it could be like, you know, copy and paste or reuse, or you could reword them, right? So it's
For
like, you know
sure.
what? What if we get these people not just listen to the AMA throughout the AMA, but we always post an announcement, or I'll tell people, but if I do like a review, for example, I'll say, you know, we have this set in stone. Let's say an AMA, we have set in stone. So people are like, they're gonna look, okay, I need to do research on this project. Because a lot of the Kahoot questions that we put up, they won't be mentioned during the AMA. And for people to actually win, you have to get like not a perfect score, but you have to have like score pretty high. So this incentivizes people not only, you know, to do their research before you know, during the AMA, but before. So they have to like go through the white paper, they'll go through some certain things, ask questions in the chat, whatever. And then that's how could they win the Kahoots. Because I think it's pretty simple to win if you just put in a little bit of the work. But
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a good idea.
For sure. I think Mike has it set up. I don't know if Mike's ready. Mike, feel free to share your screen, my friend.
Are we going to be opening the AMA a bit later for questions from the community, or do you just handle
Yep,
that?
of course.
Okay,
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that literally right after
Perfect.
you do the Kahoot.
Sometimes I find it difficult. I try to cover all the points, but there's a lot going on, and I'm very excited about the project, so I get a bit lost sometimes. So I'd love to answer questions, because I'm sure a lot of people, I mean, as you know, a lot of people tend to have similar questions. So it's always nice to clear up everything with the community.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. We always do that before, like after our Kahoots. We'll take maybe like 2-3 questions from the community, and then Obviously, if people want to ask, they can go and join the Telegram chat, or you could like reply to some of them yourselves. I've seen it done before.
For sure.
But yeah, okay, guys, we just posted the Kahoot link. I'm gonna give you guys like 2-3 minutes. I'm gonna pick a random giveaway. So okay, you know what we'll do today? Because I think this will be fun. Because I like these guys. So what we'll do is that we'll get for you guys to be eligible to join the Telegram. The random listener giveaway. I want you guys to join their Telegram. So we'll do this while we wait for the people to join on Kahoot. And what we'll do is we'll get people to join their Telegram. So guys, you guys got to join BearBull's Telegram. It's on the AMA announcement. And then let me know what you guys thought of the AMA overall. Or you could say, something you didn't like. Totally up to you guys. But yeah, join the Telegram. I'll give you guys 2-3 minutes, and then I'll pick a winner from there, and then we'll start the Kahoot from there. So I guess it could be a little overwhelming for people. So guys, we'll give you guys 2-3 minutes to join the Telegram. Let me know what you guys thought of the AMA overall. I see some people typing. Good morning. Good morning, Debbie. All right, we got some people joining now. All right, guys, we'll give you guys a couple minutes, and then we'll start the Kahoot soon as well. People are they're pretty shy with the Kahoots. Like I'll get it all depends, I guess. Some people are a little bit shy with the Kahoots. It takes time as well. A lot of people don't have also the phones. Kahoot, I don't know. Kahoot's kind of like heavy.
I'm sure there's probably a lot of people who don't know too much about Kahoot as well.
Yeah, for sure too. Yeah, for sure. So that's what we're trying to do though. I remember the first Kahoot we ever had, there was like 150 people in the AMA. No one knew what Kahoot was. I think we had like 6 people that joined the games, and then as soon as as more and more time goes on, people I guess they get more familiarized, which is great. But yeah, hold up. Let me. Okay, hold up. We need to make sure everything's perfect. Okay, cool. Let me go through the BearBull. Okay, we'll pick someone random. All right, looks like some people are aping in. Okay, we'll pick. I'm trying to pick someone I haven't picked before. Kind of like this guy. This guy's a cute profile picture. Okay, I think I'll pick this guy. Frog and Dog. Green and Brown is his username. I kind of like that. So we'll pick you. Congratulations, Green and Brown. AMA was informational, covered pretty much most essential questions. Congratulations, buddy. I like his username. I'm going to take that. Okay, cool. Great. Just log his username. Okay, guys, we'll give you guys 30 more seconds for the Kahoot. Then we'll start right away. And I also have a whitelist I have to post as well. A couple hours. But yeah, guys, join up the Kahoot. I want to get it to 25 people. Let's get to 25 people, guys. Yeah, it's at 20 right now. Some people are shy today.
We got like 126 people in there. Come on, 5 more people. Let's see.
Yeah, they're super shy. I don't know what's going on.
Let's see it happen.
Hey guys, come on. Just put in your username. It's in the Kahoot. It's right there. Posted at 2:41. Just go in there. Put in your Telegram username, guys. Lizzie Gobbler. Okay, guys.
I kind of like 21 though. 21's a good number.
Okay, we got 22 now. Come on, guys. Why are people leaving? Okay. Keegan, give me one BNB. Okay, perfect. Okay, I think we just hit 25.
There
Amazing.
we go.
Okay, guys. I guess we'll start it now. Okay, perfect. Which of the following statements is most correct? BearBull is a play-to-earn game featuring lending and shorting protocols. BearBull features an exchange where people could short low-cap currencies. BearBull is a P2P shorting system operated via lending protocols, and BearBull features a regular swap and DEX. Which one is it, guys? All right, and the answer, I think glitched. I didn't get to see the answer. All right, second question. What are BearBull's two major protocols? So bull short bear lend, bull dex bear swap, bull lend bear short, or bull swap bear dex.
This is an easy one. Easy one.
Come on, guys. Bull lend equals and bear short. So it looks like 9 of you guys got that right. All right, James is in third, Malik in first. Bionica Tech. Bionica? A 0.2% fee is charged on each transaction occurring on BearBull DEX. Is this true or false, guys? And the answer is... This one's pretty simple, guys. Come on. 23 answers. Come on, guys. Super easy. $25 answers now. And the answer is false. What is the fee?
0.1% for just regular swaps. I believe that's what they're mentioning there. 5% for the shorts, but it's 0.1% for just regular swapping.
Damn, people got bamboozled. 17 people said true, 8 people said false. Bionica's still in first, Malik second, third, Billy.
That was a tough one, though. That was a tough one.
Definitely a trick one. BearBull collects 3% of the total 6% fee taken on all shorts orders. Sorry. No matter if the trade is successful or not. Is this true or false? And the answer is, was it true? I think it just glitched. All right. What is BearBull's soft cap pre-sale and total token supply? 40 BNB, 10 mil, 50 BNB, 10 mil, 60 BNB, 100 mil, or 30 BNB, 100 mil? Okay, guys, this one's pretty simple. I would hope some of you guys get the majority of people get this one right. And the answer is 40 BNB, 10 mil. Crypto Profit in second.
Token supply is 1 million right now. 1 mil.
1 mil. Oh, okay. But yeah, you guys should have seen
paper and pink sale. It says 10 mil.
Let me check. No, it's 1 million on pink sale. Total supply. It's on the it should be on the website as well.
Oh, okay. Apologies for that. My bad.
No problem. No problem.
Okay. What are BearBull's buy and sell taxes, and where will they be allocated to? 5 and 5 marketing dev, 10 and 10 marketing dev, or 10 marketing dev treasury, or 7 marketing dev and burn. This one was pretty simple, guys. I hope you guys got this one. Okay, perfect.
There we go.
Majority of you guys said it. Amazing. Great to hear. All right. The sixth, was it question 7 now? Crypto Profit in first, Titus Gems in second, Gevi in third. Wow, the leaderboard is changing fast. Question 7, multi-select. Does BearBull have a KYC audit and safety badge on their pre-sale listing? This is highlighted on their pre-sale listing. Pre-sale listing, keep this in mind. So
I
yeah,
included both. When I originally made it, I didn't see any KYC links, and then Barbosa said earlier that they were KYC'd, but on the pink sale listing, it only shows an audit, so I just allowed both.
Yes, the build KYC does not get put on the pink sale website, unfortunately.
All right, question 8, true or false? BearBull just released their roadmap yesterday. So this one's pretty simple, guys. Hope you guys are getting this one right. And then the last question, who will become first? Who will become second? Who will become third? And the answer is true. Ooh, Malik in second, third, and Bionica. Who represented BearBull in today's AMA? Is it me, Fanta, Rich Barboza, or Rich Barsoba? Which one is it, guys? And the answer is Rich Barboza. All right. Perfect. We're going to take 2 community questions. Okay, so we got, in third place, we got Bionica Tech. Second place, we got Malik. And in first place, we have Crypto Profit. Great. Okay, cool. All right, Mike, make sure to screenshot that, send it over to me. All right, thanks. Great. Okay. Damn, definitely a successful Kahoot there. Let's take a look at some of the community questions people have. We'll take 2, and then we'll end off the AMA. There. All right. Trying to find a question that's not kind of like a copy and paste. Okay, so Alex asks is about Bull Protocol lend. He's curious if I lend my crypto assets on your platform, what guarantee will I get, and what is the minimum amount I could borrow? And for example, I loaned $1,000, then how much change would be with him, and how much taxes will be charged from your platform? And can you, arrange a long-term loan, for example? And what are the mitigation risks behind it?
So with the loans, it's totally up to you how long you want to loan for. As I said, minimum 2 hours. And in terms of fees, you don't collect fees on loaning. So you can loan for free, and you will collect fees on short trades. In terms of security, though, I mean, the contract was built. I'm not sure if that was part of the question, but in terms of security, the contract was made so that each short position, each lending position takes into account the expiry date. And so if the tokens have expired, quote unquote expired, then those tokens cannot be included into a short transaction. So you will have full access to all your tokens the minute your expiry date is reached.
Okay, cool. All right. We'll take one more. Okay, so Blake asks, is one of the major problems of lending protocols is the inability to have enough liquidity to provide a seamless trading section, so it's for its users. So how will BearBull prevent this liquidity issue and challenges?
I'm assuming they're referring to the amount of tokens in the pool. If my assumption is correct, that's why we are contacting. We're already in the middle of contacting developers. We've already secured a few listings for our website, and so we encourage that developers supply us with a small percentage of supply, so that both there will be enough in the pool, and also so that the developer themselves will be able to profit from having their token listed and use those funds and contribute them towards pushing their project even further.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay. Chloe asks, can we stake and provide liquidity with our BearBull tokens? That could be a cool
Yeah, so BearBull is going to be I say first, but there will be more than one project when it first lists. But BearBull will be one of the first projects that are listed on our platform, obviously. And so we have a percentage of our supply allocated to funding that liquidity pool. And if you do hold BearBull, as soon as the platform drops, you will be able to lend your tokens into the BearBull liquidity pool.
Okay, cool. All right. If there's any other questions, feel free to, if you have any, questions you want to ask to Rich Barboza here, you can go and join on the Telegram. I'm sure he will gladly answer your question. But yeah, it was so nice to, finally talk to you, man. After, the whole great, project you guys launched with Big Brother, and then now dude, I didn't even know. I had no idea. I should have scrolled up. I guess your name sounded familiar, but I couldn't figure out where it was from. But it's great that you guys have a great connection with Build a Block. I love them. I love Banta. I love is it Rico?
Rico, yeah, they've been
Rico,
absolutely outstanding in terms of their professionalism and the quality of work they've provided. So
for sure,
definitely great.
All right, yeah, sounds great. Yeah, I guess we'll talk soon. Hope you guys push after launch. I'm sure you guys are going to deliver great and have overall an amazing project. And I think could be cool as well is that even if you guys already passed your soft cap, which is great, but even raising, let's say 100 120 BNB, you guys have a lot of I guess space to grow as well if you guys and direct the marketing towards post launch. Could be something cool like that. Who knows? But yeah,
For sure.
I guess we'll talk soon, man. I'm super excited. Maybe a couple weeks down the road, once you guys are at a couple mil or something like that, we'll talk and we'll maybe have another AMA on at the Frogs.
100%. We could do that for sure.
All right, amazing. All right, it was so nice talking to you, man. Thank you for all the Frogs for joining. It was amazing to have you guys ask some great questions about to Rich Barboza. Tune into the Cahoots and listen to the AMAs and stuff like that, and be an amazing frog in the community. So I'm going to be giving away an alpha pass on our crypto pond probably today. So make sure to stay active in our crypto pond. And yeah, it was nice talking to you, Rich Barboza. See you, Frogs. More AMAs coming soon. Super excited. See you guys. Peace out, everyone.
Take care. Thank you so much.